first I want to thank you for this opportunity and helping me with this project. And as we were going over the Bible study tonight, and we're mentioning media, it just came to my mind the importance of what it does to us when we see it. And I'm thinking in terms of when we mentioned TV and Casper, the friendly ghost.
Right.
You know, when we were coming up, it didn't seem as though...
It was innocent.
Exactly. And today, you know, we know that when we look at it, as we're growing in Christ, we have a different viewpoint of course, I don't think you would let your grandchildren, would you let your grandchildren watch that cartoon like that?
No, I'm pretty careful spiritually as to what I let them watch.
Right. And basically today, I want to ask you a few questions pertaining to media.
Okay.
Because we are doing this project, and you already answered the questions, but just for my professor's point of view, I just want to let him know that we went through it. So what media do you find most interesting, and why?
I think video is my media of choice, and because it's current, it's relevant in today's society. Everything we do, from our computers at home to watching TV or Netflix or any of those things, is mostly a video media-driven format.
Okay. And how has this type of media influenced your life and ministry?
Well, just recently, our church has incorporated Right Now Ministries, which is a media-driven format in which we are able to bring in Bible teachers from all over the world.
Okay.
And bring Bible studies that people can take at home. They don't necessarily have to do it in a group session, but if we're in a group session, we're able to do that via computer or various means to do that. So this is something that we as a church are now able to give out freely to people, even people in the community, and they can log in and they can watch Christian entertainment as well as Bible study and stuff. So they're getting the message of God through this media.
Very good. Did you have to go to school to learn how to use the video and this kind of equipment?
Well, I'm so old. I was there when they started it, so so I just kind of learned it by having it and being in a church environment where we recorded a lot of what we did. So coming up through the ranks and being there when a lot of this stuff came into being, I just kind of learned it as I went.
Okay. And from when you first started, do you think it's changed? And if it has, in what ways?
Oh, tremendously. Media started out initially where you had black and white stills, and then we had black and white video, and then we moved into color, and then into 3D and all the different formats that are available today. So yes, there's been a tremendous change in media over the years, especially recently.
Do you think it can improve by any chance?
Well, it's always in transition, and so there's always going to be changes. And I think, as with any other media, whether it's recorded, audio recording, we're consistently getting better because we have more storage area in which we can store things.
Right.
And so we can get more information stored, and so we get better quality.
Okay.
So, yes, things are still progressing in a positive direction. It will get better.
Good. Do you use this social media as a tool to increase your business?
In a limited fashion. My computer business, in particular, it's a very local thing, so social media really doesn't have a great effect on it.
Okay.
The church, on the other hand, it's similar in that it's localized, but yet people coming in from other areas and stuff that are shopping, it gives them a format by which through Facebook and other means that they can discover our church, as opposed to driving down the street, they might miss it, or printed
Right.
material in the local newspaper,
Okay.
which, newspapers are diminishing in popularity, so you have to use the social media in order to be discovered.
Okay, and in your opinion, what about Facebook or Twitter? Do you use any of those?
In a limited way, I use Facebook as our church is taking and having events and things. I'll put photos and various things on Facebook showing that we're doing things and stuff. So,
Okay.
Yes, as far as Twitter, I'm not really a Twitter fan. I have a Twitter account, but
Okay.
being a preacher, it's hard for me to say things in 300 characters or less. So.
I understand. What is the most searched term in YouTube, and why do you think it's important?
Oh, I wrote it down because I looked it up. So,
Okay, music, Minecraft, and movies?
yeah, music, Minecraft, and movies.
Explain to me what Minecraft is.
Minecraft is a game that kids play. They play it either by themselves or they can play it with other people on the internet. My grandchildren love Minecraft. They can do anything from construction of living areas to fortresses to. It just gives them an avenue by which they. It's a creative avenue that they can use. And then, of course, music. Music has always been very important to any nation or any people group.
Okay.
Music's always been. So music was the other one that was widely searched.
Okay. And how should Google and the communities be using the social media strategy?
Well, in the social media strategy, you're trying to reach out to people you want when they type in church Houston or church whatever, or whatever your group is that you're trying to reach, that you come up on the first 10 listing.
Okay.
Because anything past 10, people are probably not going to look to see who you are.
Okay.
So it's important that when you set things up, that you set it up with tags. It's called tags, and it reflects what it is that you're doing, so that when people search it, they'll find you first.
Okay.
Now, it's the other thing though is that with Google searches and other things. It's based on the number of hits that you get as to where you rank in the hit level. So
Okay.
the more people that search your website, the higher you're going to be in those rankings.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time. This is the end of the interview. And I want to say that, can you tell me a little bit about, before we close out, how this actually happens? This type of media. We're looking at a camera.
Yeah.
Then what is the next?
Well, what's happening is we have a digital video recorder. And so what's happening is the information is coming through the camera lens. It's going to a sensor where it's being processed, and then that information is being stored on a digital card. That digital card they will then take and plug into the computer where we can edit it and make changes to it and stuff.
Okay.
And then its final format will upload it or whatever we decide to do with it.
Well, thank you so much, Pastor. I appreciate it, and I learned a lot by what you just told me.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Lord bless.
Bye-bye.